The world know what really drives me, just winning the Super Bowl.
We know what a dual threat he is. Is he a great passer? No, he is not.
For only the second time in history, there was just one person everyone voted for.
I thought we were done seeing the playoff woes from Lamar.
He has a stranglehold on the MVP.
Let's just call it what it is. It was a choke job.
Would you consider your career a failure if you didn't win a Super Bowl?
What kind of an upbringing was it for you that gave you the chance to succeed in football?
I say it was tough. It was tough. It happened so fast. I'm trying to think about it, but Pompano Beach is crazy down there. My mom wanted us to get away from it, you know. I moved to Boynton middle school, probably 7th grade. I played football, I was still in youth football, got to high school, ended up playing on the varsity team my freshman season.
He's a Michelangelo with a football. What he does is art, and he's done it against every time I've seen him play. I watch him on TV, he's still doing it.
You're waiting for the wow. And then it's 2 or 3 times a night, wow.
4-0 now for you guys. Match last year's win total. You weren't here, so what are you trying to prove to the rest of the district tonight? What kind of message do you want everybody else in the district to know about you guys?
Be ready.
He verbally committed to Louisville in August, and he's sticking to it, folks. Many thought he may be Gainesville-bound following a visit with the Gators over the weekend. So why did Lou Groza High School Player of the Year become a Cardinal?
It was a good program, and it really, truly fit me. And my mom, when she was hearing about it and I was talking to her about it, we just felt like it was a connection between me and the coaches. That would just made my decision from there.
You're really thinking, hey, this is a quarterback, but if he can't play quarterback, I know he can play somewhere else. But then I met him, and I got to talk to him, and you saw his personality and his leadership, and you knew right away that you had somebody special.
And I don't feel like we've talked about Lamar Jackson nearly as much as this guy is worth being discussed.
But he's still the most dynamic player in college football. He should have a chip on his shoulder, and everybody's overlooking him. And this is a team that has some pieces around him, so
We're talking, he had 3,500 yards passing last season with 30 touchdowns. So we're not talking about a guy that can't throw the football.
He doesn't. He runs out to the left side. He's going to outrace from the corner. Hurdles a defender at the 5 and squeezes inside the pylon for a touchdown. He jumped right over him.
The winner is Lamar Jackson of University of Louisville.
I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Without him, none of us would be here right now tonight.
What was your honest reaction when multiple teams asked you to work out as both a quarterback and a wide receiver, being the Heisman-winning quarterback that you are, though?
Oh, well, I didn't hear it from any other teams, but I'm a quarterback. That's all I've been all my life. I don't know where it comes from, but I'm here to be a quarterback, not anything else.
The big issue is going to be precise passing. Can he put the ball in the tight windows? Can he be the type of quarterback in the NFL you need to be? 57% career completion percentage. Where would you draft him? I would draft him in the 2nd round.
Well, that's their opinion, but like I said before, I'm a quarterback, and I just have to prove him tomorrow. That's all I know, and I feel I'm great at it. Yes, ma'am.
We're the 32nd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select Lamar Jackson.
There it is.
Wow. Quarterback, Louisville.
Okay. Listen to this place go crazy right now.
What are they getting?
Everything out of me. They're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that. Believe that.
We know what a dual threat he is. Is he a great passer? No, he is not. The upper 50 percentile is where his completion percentage ranks.
Not only the lack of accuracy down the field, but also his slight frame. But he is slightly built. Let's say because of his slight build, it's not a very long career. Would you rather have that as his upside, or would you rather have an exceptional receiver as his upside?
Jackson fakes it, running left. Can he get in the end zone? He can! Touchdown!
2018, I don't think no other rookie quarterback went to the playoffs either.
Right.
And people wasn't thinking Lamar Jackson was going to lead a team to the playoffs.
Right. That was a magical run.
So it was like, man, we made it to the playoffs 2018.
Congratulations. 6-1 as a starter.
Yes, sir.
Got the Baltimore Ravens to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
No question about it. Now, I know what you did in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
But them first 3 quarters, Lamar.
It wasn't Lamar.
What the hell happened?
Oh, and a mishandle on the snap. Ingram was there for a moment. Pass up in the air, intercepted.
I just had to step up early. I felt going into the fourth quarter, just tried to make big plays last minute. You know, we got to start off playoff games, you know, trying to win out the gate, you know, everyone moving fast, playing against a great defense, you know, I just had to step it up at the beginning, that's all.
It was that awful. He had already fumbled twice. So you weren't holding on to the ball, you weren't protecting the ball, and at the same time, you were underthrowing, you were overthrowing, you couldn't do anything right.
Would you have put Joe Flacco in the game?
I would have.
It wasn't even about the moment, you know, I played in big games all my life, so it wasn't really about, you know, it's a playoff game, you know, it's my first NFL playoff game, but it didn't really mean I just had to step it up. I started like week 10, week 11, you know, I really didn't have chemistry with those guys, the starting receivers, you know, I was always with the rookies and stuff like that.
Pressure on. The ball comes out, and that will end it.
Going to the season, I felt like each and every week I was able to progress. But we're gonna have to see next year, so they can keep talking.
Yeah. And when we look back on last year's quarterback draft class, will we say Lamar Jackson had the best NFL career? Neek?
I absolutely think so.
Lamar threw for over 300 yards, with 5 touchdowns, only 3 incomplete passes to lead the Ravens to a 59-10 win over the Dolphins.
I think of Lamar Jackson all of a sudden as an MVP candidate here. Look, you get some people discussing, oh, well, he has to run all this time. No, he can do that. If you can run for 1,300 yards, which he is on pace to do, then you do it.
Lamar, however, racked up over 300 total yards and had 4 passing touchdowns in a dominant 41-7 win. The Ravens are now 8-2.
He has a stranglehold on the MVP. We always knew he could run the football, and I didn't think this quickly his arm could catch up to his legs. But Skip, this guy is a very unique athlete.
Lamar Jackson continues to look like an MVP frontrunner. In a blowout win against the Bengals, Lamar had his second game with a perfect passer rating this season. Lamar had 4 total touchdowns yesterday.
Back and forth. Oh, he broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown. He is Houdini.
If I got to vote,
yeah,
I'm going with Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
But when I look at Lamar Jackson, the vast growth that we've seen over this span of 9 games, whatever, they're 7-2, it has been unbelievable. And it's been electrifying, it's been exciting, it's been whatever word you want to insert.
The game doesn't overwhelm Lamar. In fact, he's overwhelming the game.
Lamar Jackson, the single season rushing record for a quarterback in NFL history.
Lamar plays at a speed in which he's totally comfortable playing at the speed and nobody else is comfortable.
I really don't try to reflect on what's gonna happen down the line. I just focus on now, and right now it's been going great. I want to thank God first and foremost before I even say anything, because He's the reason I'm here now. There's been a lot of doubt going on, you know, me being a running back, receiver, stuff like that. That came when I got to the league, and you know, I had a great group of guys, great organization with me, and my mother. Not bad for a running back.
For only the second time in history, there was just one person that this year everyone voted for. So congratulations to this year's most valuable player, Lamar Jackson.
Leading the team to a 14-2 record-breaking season. You're the unanimous league MVP, and then you have your worst game of the year in that playoff game.
Jackson tosses high and intercepted. Jackson trying to get there. It's short. Lamar Jackson. Jackson brought down. And Jackson is going to come up short again.
You start the game off with a pick. You throw a back-breaking pick at the end. You get stuffed on a couple 4th and 1s. The Wolves are going to be at the gate for him, Wild.
The question for me with Lamar Jackson is not will he perform in the playoffs. It's when you're not at your best, which what he was not, can you still find a way to do something above all means to win that game? Because that's what the great quarterbacks do.
I think he can do it. I think he will do it. But I am concerned is that what it indicates is that the psychological circumstances really have an effect on him.
How much do you think about January and February football?
I think about it a lot, to be honest with you, because that's what I want to be. That's when everything it gets crucial. It's when to go home, and I'm tired of going home, and I don't want to go home, so I just can't wait to get back in that same spot and perform at a whole nother level. Everyone was on our hype train last year, stuff like that. When things start turning, when it's not going well for us, we just really see it now, you know.
Y'all have been rolling lately. 5 consecutive wins. You're the only quarterback ever with consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons. What does that mean to you?
That's pretty cool, but that's a team accomplishment.
Lamar Jackson is back in the Ravens locker room being treated for cramps. His return is questionable. Folks were saying that not only were you cramping back in the locker room, but you had to take care of some personal business. Any truth to that at all?
Not at all. Not at all.
Trace gonna keep it, and he slips down.
And Trace hurt his left knee there. He went down really awkward. And if no Trace McSorley and Lamar Jackson in the locker room, I don't know who the third quarterback's going to be.
And here comes Lamar Jackson. Jackson trying to throw for it, and he's got it. Marquise Brown hangs on to the football and scores.
Still a lot to prove, though, right?
For sure, for sure.
What do you got to prove now?
We can win playoff games. That's it.
I read today that you said that's goal number 1 for you.
It is. Change the narrative.
What's the narrative?
The narrative is they can't win playoff games, so we just got to make that change. And when we do, they'll probably find something else to say, but it is what it is at that point because we did what they said we couldn't do.
Jackson trying to escape and run for it, and he's got it and more. Lamar Jackson down the sideline. Will they give it to him? They will. Touchdown, just like that. Jackson's going to keep it, has plenty. First down and plenty more.
This is what Mike Vrabel was afraid of. Lamar getting the ball north and south and not being able to turn him sideways and make him run to the sideline. This is what scared him. Power football.
And he tucks down inbounds at the 30-yard line of the Tennessee Titans.
So when you slid down last week for your first playoff win, what was that feeling?
It was pretty great. Got that narrative changed around, can win in the playoffs, stuff like that. But I'm not really hyped about it, because I always knew I could do that. We want to win again, so got to get ready for Buffalo.
Justice Hill is in the backfield, flanking Jackson. He stays in the block. Jackson fires, and that will be intercepted in the end zone by Johnson. Terry Johnson. And only Jackson can stop him now. Too late to the end zone. Touchdown.
Is there something that you can isolate that you can play better late in seasons?
Everything. I feel like the more I can do, the less pressure my guys have. So, but lately, since I've been in the league, defense has been changing. They don't play me how they play other quarterbacks and stuff.
The K?
Yeah, so I got to get ready for a dogfight every game.
To deal with that, what did you do to your game to make sure you stayed on top at the quarterback position?
Man, just stay in shape. Always trying to throw the ball each and every time I could. Trying to throw the ball all across the field. Watch a lot more film.
What is the role you think you're playing in the way that football is changing, the way that we're watching the NFL change?
I was one of them kids I'm Michael Vick today. I'm gonna be Tom Brady. I'm gonna throw 10 touchdowns. So yeah, that's cool.
Lamar Jackson proved that he should be in the MVP conversation. He is clearly still the player that we saw in his MVP year. He has gotten more mature as a player.
We know that Lamar Jackson's a great player, but the accuracy certainly has improved. Tony mentioned it. First player in NFL history to complete 85% of his passing and over 400 yards in a game.
You got a quarterback who can throw it deep with accuracy. You can get a quarterback who can throw it in a tight space with accuracy. You can run.
Now you're seeing it all come together to a degree where no matter what the circumstances are, he is going to rise to the occasion, and that the old script of put this team behind, make them play from a deficit, and we've got them figured out. That's not working, man.
What is Lamar Jackson right now?
He's box office. I mean, he's the greatest show in town, in the NFL. I know a lot of people want to give that credit
to Kyler Murray, but Lamar Jackson's doing this without a great supporting cast right now. Lamar Jackson's put this all on himself, and he's carrying a team, an organization that can't, win games right now. This defense is still trying to figure itself out. And Lamar Jackson said, it doesn't matter what the circumstances is. I'll figure it out, coach. He's doing more than any other quarterback is asked to do. But he's on pace for 5,000 yards passing and over 1,000 yards rushing. And that would be historic, and nobody in the history of football, either now or in the future, can ever duplicate that. He's a special talent.
Keeping himself untouched into the end zone.
If you've enjoyed not only this video, but also other stories from Sideline Films, consider becoming a channel member. Members get to vote on exclusive polls, receive early access to new videos, and much more. Check out more information in the description after the video, and become a Sideline Films member today.
And a player down. Jackson was limping and on the deck right now.
Oh, and he lands on that left, the back of the left heel.
If you cannot have him on the field, your chances go way down.
Lamar Jackson has won games this year for this team that no one else could have won. If he can't go, they're cooked.
We fell short in numerous games here down the stretch in the sense that we just couldn't find a play. Couldn't find a way to put him in position to make the play that would make the difference in the game, and that's what I feel worst about as a coach.
Lamar Jackson is injured. He limps to the sideline, and the medical professionals do not keep him in the blue tent. They're taking him into the tunnel.
The injury was significant. Like, I couldn't go out there and play.
Right.
Like, I couldn't play to the best of my ability. It was bad, like, to me, because I couldn't perform how I would.
He tweeted out, "I am in the recovery process. I've suffered a PCL grade 2 sprain on the borderline of a strain 3. There's still inflammation surrounding my knee, but I can't give 100% of myself to my guys and fans. I'm still hopeful we still have a chance."
As we all know, Lamar obviously still hasn't signed that major extension that he's waiting for with the Ravens. What will Lamar's injury cost this Baltimore team moving forward?
The two things that help injuries the most, ice and money. So if you want to set an ice bag on that knee and a bag of money on top of it,
The ice you put on your knee and the ice you can wear.
exactly.
Yeah.
And Lamar knows it. Lamar says, finally, you guys get a chance to see, for all the inadequacies that you say I possess, we were leading the division at 8-4 when I got injured. We was averaging 25 points a game. Now we're 2-3, and we average 12.5. So we average half as many points than we did when I was in the ball game.
We're still at this stupid phase where he doesn't have a contract. And normally I don't really care. This guy I do.
But this is the one time that Lamar Jackson will be very, very selfish, as he absolutely should. Because at the end of the day, the Ravens ain't trying to take care of Lamar.
I mean, when you win the MVP, you just say, let's tear up our deal.
As soon as we can get this man a new deal at the end of next year, this month it's done.
Let's do it.
If they make you play that fifth-year option out, they already tell you what they believe.
And yet just the Ravens won't pay him. He doesn't have an agent.
So lots of quarterback contracts lately. Lamar has not been one of them.
No point. So, but I was ticked off, man, because there's nothing more I wanted to do to be out there on that field, like with my guys, and I wasn't able to be out there because of the injury.
Massive news.
Huge.
This Monday, March 27th, coming out of Lamar Jackson's Twitter account. A letter to his fans on Twitter. I want to first thank you all for the love and support you consistently show towards me. In regards to my future plans, as of March 2nd, I requested a trade from the Ravens organization, for which the Ravens has not been interested in meeting my value. Any and everyone that has met me or been around me know I love the game of football, and my dream is to help a team win a Super Bowl.
Ooh.
You'll see me again.
I haven't seen the tweet. It's an ongoing process. Looking forward to a resolution. I'm excited. I'm just looking forward to getting back to football, and I'm confident that's going to happen.
Listen, they've been saying all the right things. They want Lamar. They just don't want Lamar at 5 years, 230, all guaranteed.
Why won't we pay him? Why won't we keep him for a long time? Knowing that Lamar Jackson, what he did for this organization, it's a slap in the face like, dang, man, I did all this for you, and this is the respect I get. That's terrible. So I was truly disappointed.
I'm not surprised. This was an inevitable outcome. How dare you, actually, on Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson is a premier player in the league.
I can't remember a time in which a player won an MVP within the first 3 years and then had to play the remaining 2 years out of his rookie contract.
I don't see him playing for this football team again.
They would shoot their shot, and they was like, but I really don't want to go here. Like, back in my mind, like, back in the front of my mind, I'm like, but I really don't want to go here because, like, I didn't do what I said I was going to do there. Yeah. I could see if I had won Super Bowl won a couple, you know, then they'd be like, okay, we can see. But it's like, bro, I got unfinished business here. Like, I got to finish what I started.
Now the team officially has announced a new 5-year agreement with Lamar Jackson, tying him to the Baltimore Ravens through the 2027 season.
5-year, $255 million deal.
Damn.
$185 million guaranteed. Negotiated himself with his mom. Congrats to Lamar getting that deal done.
Boy, Lamar.
I feel like I know what I'm worth,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, but it's like, it really didn't matter. Like, it wasn't like in front of my mind. It's like, you know, it happened. That's just God. To be honest with you, it's not. That's just God, man. I'm being honest. That's just God. I never dreamed about signing a huge contract.
Yeah.
Like a huge contract. I never did. You know, it was all about me winning the Super Bowl first. If anything, like, I just want to win. Like, once that confetti falling down, I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to. I'm not a rookie anymore. Now I'm a vet, you know, because like on my rookie deal, I felt like I was still a rookie throughout the entire process.
We've always seen just how talented you are as a runner, obviously special, and as a passer. Now, with Todd's offense, with all these weapons, the world's about to see.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Like Jack in the Box. You know, you gotta pop out. Like that's what I'm on this year.
Big toss, Jackson, end zone, Flowers for the touchdown.
Players always looking for a kind of chip on the shoulder each year. What's the chip on your shoulder this year?
Trying to get me a chip. Trying to get me a chip. You know, like I really don't care about the noise. You know, I block it out. You know, so when we getting praised, that's when I'm really mad. I'm like, man, bro, I don't want to hear that stuff. Like, man, stop talking about us. Talk about the other team. Just gotta prove myself right and prove everybody else wrong. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a chip, you know, until I get me a chip, you know, championship. I'm trying to bring Baltimore a championship, and that's been my thing since day one, since I got drafted, you know, and I said that.
Lamar Jackson may not have the gaudy touchdown numbers, but when you look at what he does for this team, there is no quarterback in the NFL that is asked to do more.
That's part of what makes Lamar Jackson the MVP. The biggest growth moment he's had this year has been his maturation in taking the check down. Sometimes as a game-changing quarterback, you always want to make that game-changing play. Lamar has learned that now all he has to do at times is just manage the game the right way, and you'll get the results that he had.
If it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes, I would not consider anybody more valuable to their team, winning and success, than Lamar Jackson. Mark Andrews ain't played now for a long time. Yeah. I don't know if y'all don't know how important that is to Lamar Jackson. Like when you go into M&T Bank Stadium or when you playing the Baltimore Ravens, the conversation starts with number 8, okay? If you were to poll defensive coordinators, it starts with number 8. And I think that's how you determine value. And then he's lost what I think is still his best piece, even though we talk about all of the talent now that he's surrounded with. It's Lamar Jackson for me, man.
Lamar Jackson can use his legs in a way that no other quarterback can. Lamar Jackson understands that when I have you in a quandary or a conundrum about whether I'm going to be a passer or a runner, you're now stuck in no man's land.
The night you were drafted, and we all remember the interview, and they're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Like, that to me seems like a significant part of your story still. Like, it seems like that moment, that quote, like you, that still really means something to you.
Yeah, it do. It do, because I'm a man of my word at the end of the day. All them times we didn't make it to the Super Bowl, nobody's madder than me. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, it's like I didn't live up to what I said. I didn't live up to my word. Now I got 5 more years to prove it, and hopefully we make it happen.
The 2023 most valuable player is Lamar Jackson.
They fake it to Edwards, and now completed to Aguilar for the touchdown. He's watching Lamar Jackson take it in. Touchdown Ravens. Jackson, end zone, likely for the touchdown. Jackson keeps Stanley in front of him. Touchdown, Lamar. A return trip to the championship game for the first time since 2012.
Who would you rather have Sunday, Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson?
It's Lamar Jackson. I'm not guaranteeing that Patrick Mahomes is going to have a great game, not against this Baltimore defense.
I would rather have Lamar because of the situation that Lamar is in.
And I think he one-ups the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. I'm rolling with Lamar Jackson on this one.
Stepping up in the pocket, hit from behind, fumbled, recovered by Kansas City. Again, and it is intercepted. And that is going to do it. And this season is out of days.
Bigger story, Mahomes going back to the Super Bowl or Lamar Jackson falling short?
I think it's Lamar Jackson falling short. I hate to say it, but I believe that is the case. Ladies and gentlemen, with all due respect, it was a choke job. Let's just call it what it is. You came out looking tight. What we won't talk enough about are the overthrows, the underthrows, getting key passes swatted at the line of scrimmage.
There was really no quick game. Get the ball out of your hand quickly. And because of that, I thought Lamar was under a lot of pressure. He missed throws down the field.
The face of this franchise is Lamar Jackson. And when he's gone in his 6 postseason games, he's 2-4. We're looking at 9 total touchdowns, 9 total turnovers, 26 sacks.
Why are we surprised about Lamar? What did we see in big games?
How often did it feel that Jackson dropped back, looked, and just had nowhere to go with the football, and then didn't really have anywhere to go if he took off running?
And I was worried about Lamar Jackson holding the ball potentially too long. He did it in the Houston game. Champion team, you're not going to get away with that. And he didn't. And that's what I expected.
Sack fumble for no reason, because you just patting the ball too long. You throw a pick in the end zone. I thought we were done seeing it.
And I thought Lamar Jackson did that to his demise yesterday. Don't try to wait on these big plays, trying to sit in the pocket and scramble. That's where they lost the game. I thought he did it by himself. I thought he didn't need no help. I thought his running backs pretty much didn't exist, and that this is the MVP, and they go as he go.
I think the Chiefs' last 8 or 9 possessions, they had 3, and a field goal and a bunch of punts. Lamar, in trying to be such a pocket passer and prove to everyone he's a pocket passer, he's forgotten what he does best, or at least what one of his incredible attributes is, and that is running.
Every time they've been in the playoffs, Coach, they've scored their season low in the playoffs with Lamar.
I thought we were done seeing the playoff woes from Lamar.
Playing press on the outside. Mahomes will throw it. In the pocket, he's launching one long. Marquez Valdes-Scantling catches the ball at the Raven 30 on his backside.
Yeah! I'm not frustrated at all. I'm angry about, losing. We're a game away from the Super Bowl. We've been waiting all this time, all these moments for an opportunity like this, and we fell short.
Yeah!
Like you said, I'm just going in there being who I am. I know what I want to do. Everyone on the team know. All of us just got to join in together and just get it done. The world know what I what really drives me. That just winning the Super Bowl at the highest level. That's what my drive comes from.
What in your mind will it take to win one?
Man, just winning when it counts. Lessen those mistakes and try to punch points on the board.
Would you consider your career a failure if you didn't win a Super Bowl?
Nah.
What are they getting?
Everything out of me. They gonna get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that.